So in this video, I'll be showing you step 1 in a sequence of flexibility and mobility drills designed to help us achieve better spinal extension, specifically in the lumbar region, and better control over the tilt of the pelvis. You can tilt forward or into anterior tilt or back into posterior tilt. And depending on the exercise, we want to be able to get into and maintain both of those positions. So in this video, I'm going to show you 2 simple drills to help you get started in achieving that better lumbar extension and pelvic control that we might need during our training. So for these, I'm going to be laying down on the mat, and I'll need something to go underneath my lower back. Now, I'm using a yoga block here because it's what I have on hand. This is about 4 inches thick, so this will give me a pretty aggressive stretch for the lower back. Something like an ab mat or even a rolled up towel can provide a more gentle stretch if you're not quite ready for this level. But it's straightforward enough. You're simply going to take what you have and place it just underneath your lower back and lean back. And this is going to help you get comfortable in that position of spinal extension. This is designed to be passive. You're just kind of letting gravity do the work here. It's important that your hips stay on the floor and not lift up as you're doing this, so that we can achieve that better lumbar extension, that arch in the lower back. Now, if you're doing this with a foam roller, one good strategy is kind of to make it a dynamic stretch or a moving stretch where you're actively leaning back and then gently coming up off that stretch and then gradually making the stretch more intense. So once that's done, I would recommend working on that for a couple of sets, 20 to 30 seconds. Then we want to learn how to start establishing control over that pelvic tilt. Doing this lying down on the floor allows us to get some feedback as far as the position of our lower back, because it's in contact with the floor at least part of the time. So it can be helpful as we develop coordination here. So for this, I'm going to start out with my abs flexed and my low back pressed into the floor. My feet should be relaxed. I shouldn't be trying to push into the floor. And then starting from that flat back position, I'm going to roll my hips forward and create the arch, the space here in between my lower back and the floor. And I'm just going to do that for reps. Feel the abs engage as I flatten the spine into the floor, and then roll the hips forward. And you can repeat this anywhere from 8 to 15 times just to get a sense of how that feels and get used to controlling it. So we'll start with that for now. And in the next video, I'll go over some progressions on that will bring us closer to how we would use those pelvic positions in our actual training.